This is season 3, and I have fabulous Black women on this panel today discussion. We are going to be focusing and talking on Black women being their authentic self, bringing their self forward. I have amazing women on this beautiful couch. So a lot of you guys know who I am, Amanda Thomas. But I have the fabulous Katrice.
Thank you. Hi, wife, mother, hood, sister, all that.
She
good
said
stuff.
hood. Oh, we starting. We already
My authentic
starting.
self, unapologetically.
Okay.
Green River, you don't know.
Okay.
Now you know.
Go ahead, Farrington.
I'm Farrington. I am a person.
Hey.
I don't think other titles are necessary to be treated correctly.
Amen.
I'm Farrington,
I know that's
but
right.
also an alumnus of the illustrious Clark Atlanta University.
HBCU.
Oh, my friend went there. Yes.
Tameka.
Hello, I am Tomeka. I am a sister, a friend, and a godmom. Very proud to be your godmom.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
So today, it's interesting because we talked a couple weeks ago that was like therapeutic for all of us.
yeah.
That I'm
It
going to
is
have to
great.
put on the calendar
Definitely
to
need
do
that.
some check-ins of conversations that we had and how we engage with each other and different perspectives that we had. And what I loved about it, and we'll probably dive more in it, is like how we show up in the world and how people really do try us
Yeah.
every day, every
part.
hour,
Mm-hmm.
and every moment.
Look
Of
at the
the
time.
day.
Look at the
Awesome.
time.
We
got
jumping
time.
in.
Yeah, we got time to talk
We
about
got some
that.
time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And it's not just in the workplace,
Mm-hmm.
because it can be in your family.
Yeah.
It can be in your community.
Come on.
It could be the Black men,
Well, that part.
Well,
right? It could be
Yeah.
your Black sister coming for you.
come
Yeah,
on.
oh,
And then it could be the other community, the BIPOC community that they circle us all in.
Yeah.
That could be
everybody.
harming for us. And then
Yeah.
could be the white community and the white supremacist culture that we live in.
Yes.
And how we show up, and basically these minds that we have to go through and navigate through, where it's like you got to see which way to go.
Yeah.
You may not step on it, but your other girl stepped on it. And you're like, wait, that path was okay for me.
Yeah.
No, this
Not
one was
for me.
Right.
it was
It's
acting
not
up.
for
This
me.
person you told me to go to,
Oh, Lord.
they were acting a little different, a little funny.
Yeah.
Now the same question that you asked a couple minutes ago. And you're like, oh, girl, my bad. I
Yeah.
thought they were for us.
No.
Not
Not
all
at
of
all.
us.
No.
That's true.
No.
That is so true. And it's funny because you say that because the game changes a lot.
Yes.
And what I appreciate about us is that we kind of pick it up. We can pick it up and kind of run with it and make it our own. And that's what I love about us too, that we can,
But not all of us can pick it up.
well,
Some of us a little,
yeah, we're
slow.
slow with it.
It's taken a little while to realize, you know,
Yeah.
that the
The game
stove
has
is
changed.
on
Yes.
fire, and you
Yeah.
are literally putting your hand on a hot stove,
Absolutely true.
and it's burning your hand, but you're comfortable with that burning hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 It's I don't like it, so I don't do it.
Huh.
I don't like fire. I mean, I am fire.
Come on.
Come on with it. Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I don't know. I think I think there's, for those that are not, I think there's been a lot of browbeating.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that it's just where you feel like that's where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And once you're stuck there, it's hard to get out of it. And the world is changing around you, but it's like, no, this is safe. I know that this is where I'm supposed to be, but not really. And then, you know, sometimes you just gotta come out of that shell and then show people really what it was all about. I think Black women have a hard time with that.
Yes. But coming out of the show when you've been harmed.
Yeah, see that part.
So starting from
many
the gun,
times.
if you were harmed already in your family,
Yeah.
starting
Yes,
off the
the
gun,
root.
if you were already harmed from another Black woman that you thought were your friend.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that is
Yeah, can we talk about that right now?
I'm
We
about
dive
to
into
lean
that.
in on
Yeah, I'm leaning in too.
Lean in.
'cause,
I feel like I
Come on,
I
when
said
you
a word.
said something.
And I think that is the part that's so disappointing.
Yes.
And that's hard. It's kind of like the same thing as what we talk about with church hurt.
Yes.
Where you come in and
Yep.
you're like, this is a safe space. And then when you find that it's not,
Yes.
it can really take you to another place, and especially amongst Black women, because we have it. There's a lot that we go through on a day-to-day basis that a lot of other women don't have to deal with.
That's right.
Right? Like the thoughts that we have to continue to think about, steps we have to take every day.
You're continually on.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because you're continually
Absolutely.
being watched.
Absolutely.
And whether you are putting on a show to be watched or whether you're just trying to live in your skin, there is someone watching you. And you never know if that eye that is watching you is because they're intrigued in a kind way or if it's they're intrigued in a, I don't like that you're shining like that.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh,
It's like,
that-
well, I
That
literally
part.
was just living in my skin. I didn't realize that was
That
so
offends you.
problematic and offensive. And it is very offensive to so many, and especially if you look a certain way. If you're a
Correct.
Black woman who has a certain
Correct.
melanin level, hair texture,
Yes. Yep.
it's the audacity,
Yeah.
the unmitigated gall for you to have that
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Right.
No, I don't like that.
Right.
It's like, well,
Like, who
oh,
are you?
I didn't realize that was something you got to make a call on.
Yeah.
On me.
On me.
I like how Farrington says that in that voice, though.
Yes. I'm sorry.
I wasn't aware. Didn't get the memo.
But I
Write
think
that
it
memo
happens.
part.
Yeah.
But it happens when you're a kid.
Oh, yeah, it starts when
You
you're
know,
young.
like
It
I,
does
if
start
I
when
could
you're
go
young.
back to
Yeah.
being a child, I mean, back home, I'm from Alabama. It was no thing. It was like we all the same except in choir. Then you know that was when I learned that there's a difference. And I say that because it was so subtle that my mom had to be the one to comfort me, but she experienced it too. So it was like it's kind of like this unwritten thing that your mom or someone in your life has to tell you that like it's okay, because it was this young lady. I'll never forget her. She and I, she sung in the choir. She always did the solos. And I was like, I'm going to do the solo. I practiced. I was ready to do it. They said, no, you can't do it. Because she was the pretty girl with the pretty hair,
Yes.
fair skin, all of the things. And it really bothered me because I was like, she can't sing. Why am I not doing the solo?
That
Kind of
part.
like on the episode of Living Single with Ray J.
Oh, yes.
It really
That was, I was like, oh, I remember that
It
episode.
was. And
Yes.
you know
I was
I
like,
can
oh,
see
you
you.
right.
It was like that.
Come on.
And
Come
I was
on.
really upset. And I was like, it's Jesus loves me. Why can't I do this?
Come on.
I was so upset.
Simple.
Love me.
Yeah.
And that was the time where I just was so hurt by that because I was like, well, we're all here. What was the problem? But then I noticed that who I wasn't good enough. The features that I had didn't look good enough for that. But in that, I had a grandfather who just was like very feisty. And he was like, you gonna do that.
Yeah.
And so I got up there, she was singing the solo, it was her time. We all sit up there waiting for her to sing. And I started singing with her. Because I'm gonna do the solo.
No, that's
Our
right.
part.
See.
That's right.
Yeah.
But in that, I was reprimanded in the space of, you weren't supposed to do that. Yes, I get I wasn't supposed to do that. But it was also because of how I looked. And that changed for me as far as what I started to see. I wasn't good enough because I didn't look like her.
And that's starting like a Leon self-protest, right? Because I've noticed too when I was younger, being different. You listen to that kind of music, and we're in the streets of LA. I'm from South Central Los Angeles, and listening to Nirvana and Soundgarden, and who knew I would be in Seattle?
Right.
But yeah, and like being different, and you like, oh yeah, I am different. We're not a monolith. Like, and advocating for yourself at that young age, that taught us how to advocate, and we've never stopped advocating.
Yeah.
But it hurts because they look like you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you thought we were on the same team, and you realized
Yes.
they weren't on the same team.
Yes.
And then we come to the workplace environment where one of them feel like they have to be the only black person in the room. And you're like, do you really want to deal with all
Oh,
these
that's
races
by yourself?
Right.
You want to get a team of one?
Right. No.
Like, because they're just going to go after
Weird.
you.
Right.
Yes,
It's like
they
what
go.
do
Yeah.
they say? Crabs in a barrel.
Yeah.
And
Or,
I
yeah.
hate when they
Yeah.
say that because they're like, oh, you know, black women, they act like crabs in a barrel. And it's like, but
Not all
are
of us.
crabs supposed to be in a barrel? Like, do you realize that's not their
That
natural
part.
habitat?
That part.
Like, why do you think that that's normal?
Right. It's
I
not.
shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I shouldn't have to be fighting for this little bit of
Right.
space that you're allotting to evidently only one black woman. So I guess
Right.
we're fighting to the death to figure out which one is the one. Girl, you can have it. Cause
Yeah, that's what I say.
Right.
I don't want it.
I'm
I don't
not-
want it. If it's
no.
that bad, I don't
Listen,
want it.
Count me out.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is, you're right. It's the hard part because
Yes.
you're leaning in, hopefully looking for someone that looks like you to find a common ground, especially when you're at work. I mean,
Yeah.
But you know that's
For
not
sure.
safe.
it's not safe
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's been used against you.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
that's when you go, okay, well then I'm gonna go ahead and
Yes.
tell my friends, you know, outside of here, and then
Yeah.
trying to find, you know, you have friends outside of work, but in a workplace you need to have friends too,
Yes.
and you
That's
need
true.
people to lean on, and I think that's been the struggle, especially as you grow in your career. You see it a lot more than you would expect, and it's shocking
Yeah.
until it, you know, when it happens, and that's the hard part of like, well, now be, you know,
Yeah.
I'll be John Brown.
I'm simply, I always said that. But then when you get a good community
Yeah.
and you get good women around you, I mean, it's really unstoppable what you
Pretty
can
much.
do.
And I
Seriously.
think that's
sure.
where figuring out what good women show up, because I think that's a scare mindset too from slavery days, that they were afraid when we all got together.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are a
Yep.
powerful force
Yes.
to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
Because you see with the election, black women voting
Oh,
is the center
yeah.
of every conversation, but we're
Yes.
always at the center of every
Yeah.
revolution.
Everything.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Everything,
'Cause-
every
Yeah.
corner of
For sure.
society
Yes.
has
Yes.
been nurtured,
Yeah.
started, healed by
Nursed.
black women and black women's innate capability of
Yeah.
being a mother, whether you have birthed a child or whether you have just
Yeah.
seen someone need something.
Yeah.
We're always the first to jump in.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll save you before we save ourselves. We're going to put
That's
your
true.
mask on before ours.
Yeah.
That's true.
They tell you on the plane you can't do that.
Yes. They
But
say
we
don't
really-
do that.
We really
Yeah.
need to
Do
get
that.
with that.
Yeah.
That sometimes
Put
that
that
ain't my
mask on
business.
first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hard because we want to be the people that are
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
But then we get all the daggers for it
We
once
sure
we've
do.
helped.
We
And
take
nobody
all
come
the
to our
shots.
end.
Nobody helps.
Yep. We
And
take
then
them
like,
all.
but you
Yeah.
strong.
Excuse you.
I don't want to be.
Not
I
that
don't like
No.
being
No.
strong. I would like to play
Can
a damn
somebody
distress
carry
too.
me?
Sometimes I don't want to know how to do that.
I
Sometimes
don't.
I don't want to be the
I
first to show
don't.
up. I don't want to stay late. I don't want to be helpful. Matter of
Yeah.
fact,
Yeah.
count me out. I don't want it.
It's okay to
Or
say
when
that.
you are not in the mood to be
Social.
Yeah.
social.
Oh,
Then
yeah,
you're
that
then
part.
you're a
Yes.
problem.
Oh,
Are
something
you
wrong?
okay
Yeah.
today?
You okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
I get that
And
too.
you're like,
yeah.
I'm fine.
Like, no, I'm good.
I'm good.
You just
just
been so
chilling.
quiet.
Yeah.
Because you're mostly more cheerful and talkative, and we just
Correct.
I didn't want to be a
notice it.
mascot today. I'm
Not
sorry.
today. Not
Today
today.
my
I ain't
head
got it
hurts.
in me today.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't got the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling very Green River today.
But that's just how I just feel like that's the thing of, like you mentioned,
Yeah.
we're always having to be on. And when we're not on, it's a problem. And we have to explain why we're not on.
Yes.
That's
And
the
I think
part.
that's like,
And the mental
more.
toll that has
Girl.
on you, where for 8+ hours a day, you have to be a character. You're yourself, but
Oh.
you're a character of yourself. Because I can't say the things that I would normally say.
I mean, you
And while they're
can,
down there,
but we
That's
have our
that man
eyes.
about
We be like,
accountability.
There
you
we
don't
go.
get to tell people that in
can
a
do it with
work
your eyes.
environment. You can, but then you also get talked to
Well,
about
that's
that
true.
because
About your facial
your
expressions.
facial expressions. They felt intimidated. They
Yeah.
felt uncomfortable.
Yes.
I'm uncomfortable
Right.
all day. Who are you pulling
True.
aside for that little tidbit?
Right.
Like, are we going? Does everybody in the office get a little because I'm
Slapping it. Yeah,
uncomfortable?
Right.
and there's trigger words
Yes.
that
there
we
are.
have to hear all the
There are.
time. And we have to just be like, okay.
Yes. Can
And
you
it's a
calm the
constant
color
worry.
down? Because
Yeah.
it's a little distracting. And I'm like, but my melanin, no. It needs this orange or this purple,
Yeah.
this green helped me lift up,
Yeah.
as you were.
But surely the triggering little comments that I would like to believe aren't intentional.
Sometimes
but
they're not.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I would love to believe that it's more times than not it's not intentional, but I know that's hopeful thinking.
Yeah.
But like I'm someone that I change my hair a lot.
Oh,
because
yes.
why
Yeah.
not? It's
Yes.
just hair.
Yes.
But I hate that comment, oh, that's fun. What does that mean? Is that yours?
Yeah, I bought it.
And
At the
if it
store?
was,
Sure
what
did.
does that have to do with anything?
Can I touch it?
Hey. Hey.
Ma'am?
You know?
No.
Why?
I got a woman that said it to me at a previous job I was at. She was like, I just never know who you're going to be in any day. Every day you're different. And I was like, absolutely.
Okay,
Every day I'm
yes,
different.
yes.
Today I might
That's
cuss
true.
you out.
Yeah, 'cause-
And today might be your lucky day.
Right. Right.
Come on.
You might be your lucky
You better
day.
hope this wig that I put on tomorrow is the right one.
Yeah.
'Cause
You
I need
might
to
have
not
met your
worry about
match
myself.
today.
You better hope I wear that much stone
Yeah.
Obama wear
Yeah.
to rise above.
Yeah.
I'm saying, because I'm going to go low.
Because today I'm on my
That's
low.
where I'm
This
at.
is my low hair.
That's where I'm
So
at.
keep
Girl,
it up.
how dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
very
but you
weird.
can't say what you want to say.
Nope.
And I think sometimes you get in those positions where you freeze.
Yes.
And then as a
Yeah, you
then
do
you get
freeze.
in your
You be
car
like,
and you're
dang it, I
mad.
should have
Like,
said
I
that. I
shoulda
should have
said,
told her what it was.
I should have
No.
dragged
Showed
her.
it.
I should have. And then it's
Ooh.
like,
you know,
But
you know, you can't drag
I'm on the job.
nobody.
right? You
Gotta be
know, but I
nice.
be, you know, you want to be able to be like,
it's
no.
illegal.
Right.
With an A, it's illegal to do those things. But also, it's like
I don't want no record.
You know
not
what? You got
official
me
record, but-
because today might be
Right.
your day. You got the wrong one,
Right.
but at the right time.
At the right
At
time.
the right
Come on.
time.
Listen,
Yeah.
This is when you know your Jesus is working.
Yes.
you better thank him.
That part. Somebody pray for you.
I'm
today.
in that DMV line.
Yes,
where
I know.
The ticket, I've grabbed it,
Yes,
but I'm
she
not
did.
up there yet. They can't help me yet. I still got my ticket. Because you got the right one.
Because you 5,000 in line.
And I keep handing my number back.
Oh,
'Cause
that's-
sometimes I'm like, I still got a little more petty.
I got,
than
yeah,
you.
because I can
might
be
be,
petty.
yeah.
And you know,
Yeah.
you want to be
Yes.
able to go, okay. So then, but then then it all comes to that piece of having someone in that position
Yes.
that looks like you, that understands you. So
yes.
when that happens, you be like, girl, do you know what
She's
this
like,
man
I
said
saw
to
it.
me?
Yep, I saw it.
You know,
Yep.
yeah, or just the
You
look
good.
Yeah.
of like,
just being able to look
be
at
like-
someone. Just being able to look in the camera.
Yeah.
And be like,
did you see that?
Yes. Yes.
Right,
Am
look.
I going crazy?
You know how we talk with our eyes,
Yes,
right?
that's what
which
I
is my
said.
favorite form of communication, I must say.
It is.
'Cause
The
you can
nonverbal
look at
works
one
for
of us
me.
across the room and be like,
You like,
Did you catch that? I did. Yeah.
yes.
proceed.
Sure.
Yeah. We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah.
I'd like to circle back
Or,
on that.
yes, right. Or catch me outside. How about that?
Katrice,
That's
you
us.
can't be fighting all the time.
Man,
With the A.
I'll try not to put hands.
Listen,
I've grown
listen.
up.
It may
I'm
be in
tame
her
right
head,
now.
she was thinking it.
I'm tamed.
And then that Jesus,
Actually.
she's a little further in line than you are.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
what
'cause I
happened
keep
right
getting my
there.
ticket back.
Yeah, you keep giving it back. She a little further in line.
Listen.
no, that's
That is
when I
something.
go, Farrington, I got you.
See?
What we say?
Yeah.
She okay?
Look, you took her from ahead of you. To, hey,
She in the back now,
Yeah.
y'all.
come get this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
helpful. Like
Yeah.
when we got to meet earlier,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, last week, week before last, all my
Yeah.
days are going
Yeah,
together.
we-
My
No-
bad.
no worries, girl.
But whatever day that was, I was like, this is so nice.
Yes.
Like I didn't want to go
I
back to
didn't-
work.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I needed
Yes.
this.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is great.
Didn't
was
know how
nice.
much you needed it
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
have
you're
a-
in
yes.
the grind
Yeah.
every day. And you don't get to just say what you really want to
Yes, you
say
get to
in
just,
front of
like,
your community.
Let your shoulders just finally like, whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you?
Right, yes.
Because they had the gall.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Like, because there's no judgment there. There is a sense of,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
feel
understand.
valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. And you've left it there.
Yeah.
Because no one picked it up.
Yeah.
You just
'cause
needed
you
to
can
put
it
it in.
down with other people who are like, see it, hear it,
Yeah.
totally understand it.
Yeah.
And then you feel like you can put that shield back up and head back
And
out
go
because
back
you've been
to-
powered up again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
there's not a lot of spaces where that
No.
is being offered. And it's like you said, it's frowned upon because when there's too many that gather, it's like, what are all y'all doing?
Yeah.
What
What y'all talking about?
Minding my black-owned business.
Come on.
My God.
Successfully.
Yes.
Ooh.
That part.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Ooh, speaking of thriving, I love this. Like, we're thriving. Like, this is like so therapeutic because we also don't talk about like the past workplace trauma that we also bring to the forefront. And so we're really guarded with each other because of the workplace trauma too. And to be in an area where we were all talking and vibing, and then it wasn't like, oh, I got a call from my boss because she heard me say to so and so, and it was just like, really? But it was good to not have that. If I'm just speaking from my personal experience, my journey too in the workplace, being black.
And it was for me, it was nice not to have to be the black woman, the strong black woman in the room. I had other black women who could carry that load too.
Absolutely.
And it's different because people don't realize when they go, oh, I see that you have a lot on your plate. Can I help you?
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, this is what I need you. And that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Right? That's a lot.
I didn't realize you had all that going on.
I didn't know that too.
Yeah.
You wanna
You want some water?
you wanna take the weekend to, and then we'll talk about flex maybe later, or
You wanna head out a
to-
little
to
early today?
you know, because
That's it.
you've been through that a lot.
That's all you had to offer?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I told you all of this. Why did I
Right.
waste my breath on you?
You might as well have to be a McDonald's coupon. Because I could have used that more than what you just gave
Hey,
me.
give me a
She
two-piece.
said a coupon.
Give me a two-piece.
At least give me a
grape soda.
coffee.
Give me something useful.
Lord.
Because sorrows,
Prayers.
ain't
Yeah,
gonna
no,
get
ain't
you
gonna
where I
happen.
need to
Nope.
go.
No. No.
Don't piss me off. Yeah.
We're quoting Bridgerton.
Right?
It works. It
It
worked.
was the best. Queen Charlotte,
was-
the
that
best
part-
of all the
Yes.
Bridgertons.
Yeah, now you
So
don't
Yeah.
talk
Queen
about
Charlotte
excellence.
was
Come
the
on.
Let's
best.
just put that out there.
Yes,
Queen
Queen
Charlotte.
Charlotte
Yes.
was
Bless you.
top tier.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I actually came into
Yes.
work the next day and was like,
Yes.
I know that's right.
Listen, I am not even a crier, but I was
I
like,
know that's right.
did he go over the gate? Oh my God.
I
He go over
know.
the wall. Like, and now in this
For
current
real.
condition,
Yeah,
I
you
be,
definitely-
I be like,
Yeah.
it was a
and
beautiful
she was
show.
the only black girl there, and it was a
Yes.
like,
It was
yep.
that
But even in
symbolism
that,
was-
even in that, you
That-
see that,
that
and still
visual was
fighting
nice.
to be seen.
Yes.
just to exist.
Thank you.
Yes.
You aren't even trying to make a
Right.
statement. You just are
It's
like,
coming through the room.
can I just have my own skin?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
And be okay with it.
Yeah.
Be allowed for me to be
Yeah.
okay with it, because you don't have to be
See,
okay with
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
that
I
part.
don't care if you're okay with
Yeah,
it. Like they
yeah.
said, a two want food, not
Yeah.
acquired nor desired.
Come on.
like
That's
I
right.
don't care what you got going on,
Right.
but
But am
leave
I
me
okay?
be.
Yes.
Can I be okay?
Yes.
Being me, because I'm still trying to figure out me some days.
I know that's
Oh.
right. That part.
And some days I have some good days and bad days, but let me figure that out. I don't need a dig.
Yes.
Right.
I don't need that little extra
Yeah.
dig you give me or extra
Humanity.
set.
Right.
Give me the grace
The
to be a
grace.
human.
Yes.
Yes.
The grace of
I let
humanity.
you human it up every day. And
Absolutely.
sometimes
Yeah.
Come on.
you shouldn't. But I let you have
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
human
give you a pass. We give you a
human
pass.
traits
Yes.
every day.
Yeah.
But we're expected to be
On
superhuman,
perfect.
Oh, my.
where
Yes.
you're not allowed to have a bad day.
You're
You're
tired?
sad?
Right.
You're tired?
Oh my God.
You're tired?
You didn't remember everything that I've told you about my existence?
Yeah.
Sacre
No,
bleu.
I have
Right.
not.
How could you?
Right.
Like, girl,
I
No,
know.
that's right.